Healing is not a straight line. It's not a timeline you can optimize, not a ladder you climb to reach the light. It is a spiral, a sacred trembling descent into the underworld of your own becoming. There are seasons of silence, where nothing makes sense and everything aches, where your prayers sound like screams and your heart breaks open in the dark because it knows no other way to heal. This past season was one of those descents for me. Not a retreat, but a remembering. Not a breakdown, but a holy initiation. I came back to France a few years ago, not just the country of my birth, but the land where the roots of my wounds still whispered in the wind, where the echoes of my lineage lived in the soil, and my body remembered what my mind had long buried. I had been chasing freedom across the world, but freedom, without embodiment, is just escape disguised as liberation. Because wherever you go, your pain follows. And healing, I've learned, doesn't usually happen on a retreat schedule or in the glow of one sacred ceremony. It begins most often at 3 a.m., when you collapse to the floor under the weight of what you can't carry anymore. When all you have is your breath, your tears, and the quiet trembling of your own truth. You can't just dissolve the story of trauma, because trauma is not just a story. It's sensation, it's energy lodged in the nervous system. It lives in breath, in muscle, in bone. And to release it, we must feel it. We must meet our pain, touch our rage, and hold it all with the fierce softness of love. This is how we restore balance in our bodies, not by escaping them, but by bowing to their wisdom. This is not spiritual performance. This is sacred humanity, where shadow and light make love inside the temple of your being. And this isn't just my descent. It's the path so many of us walk quietly, behind closed doors, remembering who we truly are. And from this place, I return. Not as a polished version of myself, not as someone who has it all figured out, but simply as I am, led by the spirit of my heart, held by the breath of God and the grace of the goddess who live within me, and within each and every one of us. These words are not performance. They are breath pulled from the belly of truth, lit by the fire that never went out, even in the dark. Because this is where the divine lives, not in the skies we can't reach, but in the trembling body we've tried to escape. We are not here to conform. We are here to embody the medicine of our authenticity, to walk the path that is ours, not theirs, to meet each other in love, in truth, not in illusion, to honor the beauty in our ache, the wisdom in our pain, and the divinity in our descent. This life is not linear. It is a sacred paradox, a wild, holy prayer, a dance between shadow and light. And so, I pray. May we rise, not because we've transcended all, but because we keep meeting ourselves in the ache, the beauty, the becoming, choosing again and again to stay with what is real, to feel, to breathe, to love, even in the mystery. May we honor one another's sacred path, knowing there is no single map to what a healing journey should look like. May we not be deceived by false light, nor seduced by polished narratives that promise transcendence without truth. May we walk with discernment and bow only to what is real. Each choice an initiation, each return a remembrance. May we remember that we hold the power to choose, to turn toward truth, to initiate ourselves into becoming, to walk in alignment with our inner purpose. May we meet our fears, our sacred wounds, and walk not only through the distortions within, but through the systems of falsity and deceit that surround us, until integrity becomes a language and sovereignty a frequency. May we meet ourselves and each other in the full spectrum of being, in our shadows and our light, as sacred humans remembering their divinity. May we honor the chaos as holy and the mess as medicine. And may we walk on, in truth, in love, in freedom, led by the wild, unwavering compass of the heart. And what these times are asking of us is not that we turn away, but that we walk through the illusion, through the distortion, through the noise, while embodying the frequency of truth itself. This is how the field is rewired, through us, through our remembering, our walking prayer, through embodying our authenticity. What these times are asking of us is to root deeply in the body, to walk with presence and purpose, devoted through the heart and alive in the multidimensional now.
Filled with hope. It's not just another day. Filled with hope. It's not just another day. Another day. Filled with love. Filled with hope. Filled with tears. Filled with joy. It's just not another day. No, another day. Ok, bon, ça là c'est E mineur, E majeur. Et de là on est deux.